So here we arrived at Bonnington Falls of what there is, basically. We got 5 minutes. So anyways, let's get right to it. Let's go see what we can see of Bonnington Falls. Of what there is from up here. First, let me take a picture from over here. So what have we here? A lagoon-like thing over there. And see, is this section here? There's a way down, but we won't take the pathways down. We'll just get what we can here. But this way here is Bonnington Falls. It's looks like it's not even active now. It was just like there was something on with it that apparently is like it used to be here and hang up into Bonnington, but it's not there. All that's left is what you'll see just right here. What actually happened to it? Good, that's a great question. All you'll see is parts of it from over there and over here. Ooh, I love this view. Very breathtaking. So this is part there. Here is the hang of my right. That was the hang of my right. Here is the hang of my left. That's a part as well too. Where is the Bonnington Dam? Right over there. It's not active like before. Exactly. Like I said. Whoa. So this is what's left of it. Yeah. Wow, there's a bridge. It used to be here. There's a Bonnington Dam that's inactive. So that means the falls is not even here. It used to be, but not anymore. But I do love that. I do love the view. Very scenic. Very scenic. Wow. You can see right through that water too. Anyways, our 5 minutes maybe up pretty quickly here. But at least take some time to show you of what's left of the Bonnington Dam and Falls. And the dam. So yeah, so that's all she wrote for this. It's a little short video. I will be piecing all of this. This will be first before the other one. That way at least we get to see the Bonnington Falls and Bonnington Dam. So that's all the time that we have for this. I'll see you at Bonnington Park. Just after this. I'm yours truly, your Magical Adventure, to host, Reese. Peace. I'll see you right there. We'll end off with this. The roadway to the house, to the other part of the road, to where you see these trees. What comes into view is the sign. What does the sign read? It says Bonnington Regional Park. Me standing beside this sign. Here we are for our look back for this year of 2025 to Bonnington Regional Park. If I do, let's like a thumbs up for me. Now let's get right onto it from here. First, let's take a look at the sign. You can see here it says Bonnington Regional Park. We'll take a look at the opposite side. That there is nothing behind of it seen here. So there, we saw the sign first. Now we'll walk down in this direction, heading down there. Just behind the sign, you'll see is this wooden fence. You can see Arthur rocks, almost in a kind of a weird kind of line up, seen here. We'll walk down in this directions, hitting where my finger is pointing out, just right about here. We just got down, as you can see, is this. So here is the stalls right there on the hang of my right. And you can see what appears to be is a mural right there that comes into view with this nice tree. And further down, you'll see is a pathway just right beside, over here, beside one of the stalls. And this mural over here looks very artistic, especially what it looks like. And it oversees the clearing down to over here. As you can see, looks very nice from up here. Right about there. I'll zoom in and I'll take a picture of this very scenic scenery. There. We'll also take a look inside and see if those colorful handprints are still there. They're in this very stall over here. Let's go take a quick look, and then we'll head down in this general direction from over here. Now we shall head right into over here and see if there is any handprints, those colorful handprints. Now, I've seen colorful handprints on the floor. Let's take a look. Look, all clear. This used to be colorful handprints all over here. That's from the last time. And there's no colorful handprints on here now. It's completely clean. So no colorful handprints on the floor in this stall. As you can see. Do not know what that kind of running is up there. Anyways, let's get out here and we'll head down to over there. So yeah, no colorful handprints. So it looks like someone did some cleaning to remove those colorful handprints from off one of the stalls of the stall. Anyways, before we even get down over here, let's go check out the bloomers from over here. From at ground level. From like on the hang on my right. And from right over here too. Let's take a look at this. We got a flower. That's this right there. It's like a different kind of purple flower with pink. Yeah, we get these flowers. So these flowers are just blooming in already. You can see here, over there. These ones are in a bulb state there. And then over here are the ones that are now full of bloom, seen here. Now over here, we'll get to these flowers here. Do not know what these flowers are, but look pretty interesting. Now that we saw these, let's head down to down over here, and we'll get these flowers too. All different kinds of flowers. Now we'll work our way down over here, and what will come into view is that gazebo, way the heck down there, that I'm just pointing at. So yeah, first we checked in about the assault to see if those colorful handprints were there. They're not there. So someone did some cleaning inside there as well too. And then after that, we saw the bloomers from up here as well too. Very colorful. Anyways, with that said, let's take a look at what is down here. Now we'll make our way to the gazebo, which is the scene just right here on the hang of my right. First, we'll take a look at what these roots look like. Tree roots look like, just before we head into the actual park. We'll take a look at what we see over here first before heading there. So from here, then down from over here. After. So let's look over here, and we will see this. Whatever this is, it could be a yew tree or something on a cert. I have no clue what this is. But it looks pretty interesting. It's right there. Look down, you see all these roots. As you can see, just right there. There's one there. And there's one that's just right there. And in between of these tree roots there, you can see is a flower. That's just right about there. And we got some more just right there too. And then in this one here, you can see is some growth that just is within this. It looks like, do not know what it is. Looks pretty interesting. You can see the flats over there. You can see before we head down into this direction. Let's take a look at what way far. I see a kick net right there, like a football, a kickball thing. But before we even do that, I see something on that tree. What is this I see? Whoa! Look. Either that looks like Santa or something elf or gnome-like. You can see eyes, nose, and a mouth, and some kind of beard seen here. I'm going to take a picture of this. I didn't see that till now. I seen it, and I'm like, I gotta get this. So you can see something magical this way comes with this tree right there. So there's like a gnome or something right there. I can kind of make out. Yeah, it's actually art. Someone did this and put it where the tree is. Isn't that something, seeing something that looks like this? So something magical that we found there into that tree. I'll zoom in so you can see it a little bit more just before we head down. Isn't that something? So we saw something very magical within that tree. Enchanted, and looks pretty much just like what I said. We go just up there. Now that we're down over here, you'll see is this here, some dog bags there, and then on the far right side over there is the gazebo. We'll head into that next, and then we'll make our way right to the middle part of the park. There's no one even here today, but we can take a look around. So we'll start with the gazebo, and then we'll make our way to over there. Okay, so we'll actually go at it like this, so you can see that. Get right into over here. It's like a shelter, like a gazebo. We'll look up in just a few moments here. Let's take a look at the tables. As you can see right there. And we see this table. So there's only 2 tables seen here. 1, 2, and on this one here, it looks like someone forgot their cap or toque, cap toque. Seen just right there. Now we can take a slight look up at the roof a bit as I'm gonna make our way over to this nice little rock-like area over here. It's like an island of rocks of some sort right there. Then we'll head in to the gazebo, and we'll take a look up at the roof from over here. Look at the roof. Wow, I like how they got this shelter like gazebo. And back down to me. I do like seeing something that looks just like this. It looks pretty nice too. Wow. Love the view. I love the view of it. Now, since that we've now seen this, we'll go into this direction, and we'll get what you'll see over there. The swings are over there, and the place set there. We got some things way the heck over there that we'll check. We'll go down in this direction first, then make our way into the center part. Let's take a look at around over there first. We'll do a rounds. We'll get to this quickly here. We'll just do a rounds from over here, and we will get the stretch from over there first before we get into the center part, which is what you'll see over here. Okay, so we'll go where those trees are, and then do our rounds. So we'll head over here and check out what is over here. It's kind of a little bit different from the other remote park that we've seen from before, from the last video. So a dog disc right there, and then we'll make our way over here. You'll see is a trash bin here. One is for, I believe, this is the recycling side, and this is for trash. Right there. Okay, then we're going to is, we'll go over here. You'll see is this, park table here. We got one there and two over there. So there's only two over here. One has some writing of some sort seen here. Either made out of chalk. I have no clue what this is. So you can kind of make it out there. And down on this, seat over there. So there's two right there. So there's one and two. We'll walk now into this direction, and I'll show you the biking trails. Now there's biking trails which are just right up there. So this is the biking trails just around over here. And once we kind of go through here a little bit, we'll enter into over here, and we'll see what this looks like in a bit. Okay, so all stay forward, please. I will see some of the bike trails, and then we'll make our way up to over here. We're doing our rounds to get a nice, good, clean sweep at almost everything here. Okay, so we can get enter in here. You can see all of these here are like meant for bikes. All this right here. This is like kind of like a biking area. You can kind of tell of all the humps of dirt or sand into some form of a ramp of some kind seen there. I just zoomed into it. And now we're going to now is head up into this direction, heading up over here. We'll take a look at what's over there, and then we'll get to that sign. Maybe we should look at this sign first, and then we'll head up into this direction. What does this sign read? Well, the sign reads right there, Bonnington Park Community Bike Skills Park. And there's a little bit of somewhat of a readout right there. And it's not for over here. It's for over here, where the biking takes place. So that's what this sign reads, only for what you'll see back over here. The one we just took a look at. This is the biking area right there. So that's what it reads. Now we'll just head up into this section over here, and then we'll make our way down and get to the center part of the park. We'll take this way. What are these things? I think they're like pipes of some kind. They look like cane pipes. One there. And we got one right there. Down below. Who knows what this actually is? I do not know what this actually is, but it looks pretty interesting. Seeing something just right here. Just where the park is. Just from about there. Now we will go and check out that. And then we will make our way down over here. So we saw this here, you can see, is a pile of logs in here. That's all that it is right there. And then over there you see is a trail pathway heading down. Now there's someone at the swings already. I'll try and so I can do so you can see at least some of the swings a bit when we get there though. But now here's the time we're gonna actually now get into the center part of the park. I'm over here. We'll get the 2 tables there. We can now let's go and check out over there. Next, you can see we have a hockey net that's kind of coming apart. Kind of, but not fully seen there. And right there, there's like 2. Yeah, there's 2 together here. Look way up, you'll see is a basketball net right there. Seen just right there. On the same side, further down here, you'll see is another net. That I'll walk to fairly quickly. As seen just right here. Walk around so you can see the whole look. And then over here, you'll see is another net. Right there. This net right here. Look way up. Out back, as you can see, is another one of those basketball. And that's the same as the one seen way over there. Right there. Look down here. Before we're heading into this direction, let's take a look at these. Some artwork got made in chalk. Seen here. Like some sort of flowers. Right there in the center part where the pavement is for this. Then before we get to like over here, let's take a look at these things. So over here, mountain, this thing here could be like something of like a water of something right there. And then we get this. There's like 2 kind of fountains. We get this thing here is a fountain for like your jug. From here, you can put your jug in there and get water there. You can also drink water from down here as well too. And if you look way down over here, you'll see is another fountain just right there. So there's one fountain below, one fountain from above that there. I'll try to get my shadow out of the way. And then we get this for your water bottle, where it'll be just right there. Let's now is go down to ground level here, and we'll check out what this is. Looks pretty unique, whatever it is right here. Looks like a flower kind of thing seen there. Now that we've seen that, we'll see is this walk beam, which is what this is. So this is a walk beam. Seen there. I'll try to get my shadow out of the way so you can see a little bit more better. Walk up over here. You'll see is this chair. At one point, I saw an eerie, scary claw mask. That it was right here. The last time I was here, it's not there anymore. But it was what location spot it was right here. It was right at this spot here, where I saw that eerie, scary Halloween-like claw mask. That video also is on my channel as well too. This is only for a look back for this year. Anyways, let's go see those swings and see what's swinging up there. So yeah, right there used to be that claw mask that I found. Right there. That's what it was. Just right there when I found it. Right there. We'll go and see what that thing is right there next. And then after we see the swings from there, we'll check out that because the swings now we can easily see. We'll see them soon, and then we'll get to the play set in just a few seconds here. Let's take a look at what we see over here. It looks like a tarp of some kind. Before we get to it, what is this I see? A wooden box with some power stuff into it seen here. Got a light switch there and a plug-in outlet right there onto this tree seen here. Looks pretty interesting seeing a power box like this made out of wood with that stuff in the inside. Anyways, let's go down to over here and we'll check out this. So this looks like silver like tarp seen just right there. Looks pretty interesting. Now we'll get to the swings, which is just right about there. Okay, so we got swings. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 swings on over here. So yeah, we got like 4 sets of swings over here. Okay, so let's just take a look at this kind of quickly. We got some swing bars there. Got a swing bar there. You got climbing swing ladder here. There's a step there. You can see all this here. There's some steps there. There's steps over there. We got is a slide over here. We'll take a look at this. And we'll just do a quick round of this. There's a pole. And we got this over here. And here's like 2 slides over here. And then there's steps right here. We'll take a look up. Taking the first step. Second step. Onto that. Now it's up there. And then we got this here. Here's the down view. Here it is right there. We'll take a look through here at that slide. Pull right down there. And then we get this. So I'm just like, this right here gonna actually is head up top. That's all too. And there is steps right down here. I'm gonna head up here. We'll check out what's up here. It almost reminds me of the one that we've seen from the other remote like park. For what you'll see here. So here, we'll take a look down here. We can take those slides, but I want to take is this one. I've never been down a slide looking like this. Where am I? Just on top here. Okay, I'm going to enter in the slide over there, and I'll take that right way down. Okay, so I'm going to actually scoop from over here. Getting inside here. This is me getting inside this. I've never been actually on this form of slide. That was amazing. Woohoo! So I went down to this slide. It was this one is more interesting than the other straightforward down one. It was pretty amazing. This is all here, give it up for Bonnington Park. And here's the gazebo, and now we'll be heading out from here. Park bench over there. Just wanted to make sure we took a look at that too, just before heading to the next spot of Bonnington. It is over there. Now we're just heading on back to a different spot.